A young man was at the end of his rope. Seeing no way out, he dropped to his knees in prayer. "Lord, I can't go on," he said. "I have too heavy a cross to bear." The Lord replied, "My son, if you can't bear its weight, just place your cross inside this room, then open that other door and pick out any cross you wish." The young man was filled with relief, thanked the Lord, and did what he was told. Upon entering the other door, he saw many other crosses, some so large the tops weren't even visible. Then he spotted a tiny cross leaning against the far wall. "I'd like that one, Lord," he whispered. And the Lord said, "My son, that is the cross you just brought in." Life on earth is nowhere near perfect. We each have our struggles, crosses to bear, and tragedies to overcome. More often than once, we find ourselves falling, unable to carry the cross that weighed us down any longer. Our strife becomes so unbearable that we become paralyzed, consumed by hopelessness, and find it impossible to catch a glimpse of a brighter tomorrow. Yet, this cross we carry is oftentimes unseen to others. Our cross will always be the heaviest, but there are countless others with crosses so large, yet still manage to hide it behind a smile. I would encourage all of you to realize that while we have a cross to carry, others are also carrying a tremendous weight on their shoulders. Let us be there for one another. Let us support each other in prayer and encouragement. Whether it is from a searing loss of losing a loved one, being overwhelmed with debt, losing a job and not knowing how to provide for your family, being a victim of abuse, or fighting a terminal illness. Life isn't easy, and our Heavenly Father knows that. He knows our struggles. He weeps when we weep. He knows our pain before we even get down on our knees in prayer. As Jesus said in Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30, "Come to me, all you who are heavily burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light." God is giving us a way out. Let us trust in Him, His Word, and His promises. We might find ourselves sulking in our struggles until we realize that He is a God of hope, of love, and of everlasting endurance. God so loved the world that He gave His Son, Jesus, to die on the cross for us, a perfect lamb sent to be sacrificed for iniquities, not His own, but for the ones He called child. No longer shall we carry the burden of sin and shame, nor succumb to a fate of eternal damnation. If He's able to do that, wouldn't He be able to carry the cross you're bearing?